Hey, I'm Jan with Vampire Lounge. We're at Karma for the POV event. I'm here with DJ Damian Plague. You've DJ'd so many events. What are the most memorable ones?
Oh my God. I would say my days at QXT's, because I was actually the promoter there as well as the DJ, and I was able to control the fun intake of the party. You know, I would say the first time I ever DJ'd at the Wave Gothic Treffen in Germany. Here I sit, not knowing what to expect. I knew it was a huge festival, and then there lay 4,000 people in front of me, and me rocking the house.
That's awesome.
And you know what? Even if you thought you bombed out, you didn't, because there were still 2,000 dancing to your songs, you know, or whatever. I would say, yeah, most of my European gigs were the most memorable. And yeah, you know, like just my first DJ gig, I got booed. Yeah, I was doing an 80s party, and I said, oh, why doesn't anybody play Madonna? So I played Get Into the Groove. And yeah,
I'm in a band too, and you never forget those either.
Yeah, and then, you know, they booed the hell out of me. I think it was one step away from, like, you know, bottles being thrown at me. And now I know why nobody plays Madonna. I think only Ian Ford could get away with that. Good guy, good guy.
Cool. How would you describe the underground scene, especially in Germany, compared to here in NYC?
Excuse me?
The underground scene for that in Germany.
Okay, what you got to understand is this: most of this music's made in Europe, so of course it's much larger. It's definitely a larger scale. The scene over there is a little different because they go for a lot of guitar-y stuff, as well as, like, they intermingle everything. They also have this thing called Mittelalter, and it's middle-aged music, like Renaissance music. That goes over really well, and of course all your classic German industrial electro, EBM, and stuff like that. It's much bigger in Europe, and compared to New York City, we're like a spot on the map. Even though we have such a huge city here and everything, with how many millions of people, they're really dedicated and loyal and go out to every party. I mean, you could be in East Germany and see like a group of people, and it'd be all the ways, you know, 800 kilometers on the west side of Germany, and see like those same people.
Yeah.
If it's a good party to be had. So that's how it differs.
What are your memories of Club Mother in Limelight?
Well, Mother, I only had the great chance to spin at maybe a handful of times. I actually, on the way to this gig tonight, I passed Mother, and now it's a clothing store or something. I was so upset when I saw that. But, you know, there was a lot of great parties in there, whether it was a vampire party or like a Fang Club or Long Black Veil, or a Click and Drag, or let me think, a Heroes. I mean, you know, that was a great place, like, to be in that day, early 90s, you know, into the mid 90s. And Limelight, well, you know, I was getting into that club before I was even old enough. I spun there, unfortunately, after the club kid days and everything, but, you know, nevertheless, a legendary place to be in. The bank is where I decided I wanted to do this scene, that I wanted to be a part of it more than just a spectator thing. Bank is definitely really the one that influenced me the most, and what I modeled later QXT's after.
Okay. And I guess, how would you, if so, how would you describe the way the scene changed in New York?
Become commercial. Sad. Yeah, this is a really like heartbreaking question, you know. I mean, people are less dedicated. A lot of people won't come out and you know, get dressed up and do their thing. We were like, you know, the goth scene after the Party Monster days and all the, you know, Club Kid days, like, it dropped off. Like, you know, the creativity became less. You know, we got this wave of cyber people in, and the whole like goth aspect kind of weaved out. You know, you got people these days, in my opinion, unless it's Combi Christ or like, you know, one of these newer bands from the last 7 years or so, or 10 years, like, they have no idea where the roots of this scene came from. I hope it evolves and everything folds in on itself and goes back and everything. You know, and I hope, you know, like, the people people that are in the scene right now become more educated, but I just think for now it's in the flux.
Totally agree.
And I just wish for that to come back and everything. But that's how it's changed. It's just it has no flavor. A lot of people don't know how to throw parties.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth,
Yeah, the chassis has disappeared. How do you prepare for a show, and what exactly motivates you in DJing?
Okay, preparing for a DJ gig is just me not being lazy and saying, well, tonight. Basically, it's like just doing my lookup and everything, the trademark, copyright or whatever, Damian Plague thing, the spiky thing. It's mostly like, I don't prepare anymore. It's been 13 years since I've started DJing the first time. And I don't prepare anymore. I kind of just know what to do. I look at the crowd, I read them. I prepare when I actually get to the gig, But otherwise, it's just cosmetic. It's like, okay, yeah, just give me 2 hours and then, minus the travel time that I need to get to the gig.
Right.
2 hours to do the fucking hair and makeup and I'm set. And what was the second part of that question? That was a two-parter, right?
Yeah, like how do you prepare and what motivates you, I guess, more? What's the job?
What motivates me? When I see a full dance floor and they're dancing and having a great time, maybe somebody's meeting their girlfriend for the first time or future wife or something, because I played a song for them, that's what motivates me these days. It's really just knowing that I have the power and I have the style or the skill to make people dance in a mass.
Yeah.
That's enough to make anybody want to do this.
I agree. And a little tech head question, kind of. What type of tools and equipment do you use?
I'm a Pioneer guy.
Yeah.
Pioneer, CDJ, whatever. 100, 200, 1000. I love Pioneer stuff. I'm not going to knock the ones that I don't like. God forbid I ever get sponsored by one. They're going to come back to this interview right now. I like Sony headphones, Technique headphones, anything with a good bass reflex in the headphones, But yeah, that's the kind of equipment I use, basically. I own Pioneers, by the way. Pioneer, if you're listening, I love you. Please give me free stuff.
And what advice, I guess this kind of goes for the same audience, what type of advice would you offer for DJs coming up in the scene? Be
different. I would say, first off, support the artists that put out the music. It's okay to download the stuff if it's completely rare and everything and you just can't find it anymore. But buy a CD once in a while or buy the MP3 because that's how it's going these days,
Yeah.
And be true to yourself. Play what you feel that you would dance to and what you'd like to share with everybody else. Don't just play songs. Make like an amusement park of songs. Take them on that roller coaster. Take them up bring them up in your sets and everything, and then take them for the loop. It's a metaphor for really just make it more of an experience than just song.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. And learn the craft well, because too many people just sit there and, okay, next song, press the button. Learn how to mix it
out.
And do what we call a synergy, Combine those two songs, make something new, make a third song out of two songs together,
And is there anything you want to tell everyone about your website or anything that's out there?
Well, anybody that wants to reach me can reach me at myspace.com/DJ Damian Plague. Damian spelled D-A-M-I-A-N, not like Yeoman, I-E-N. So it's DJ, D-A-M-I-A-N, P-L-A-G-U-E, just like you hear it. You can contact me by email. It's DamianPlague@gmail.com. And I have a lot of space in Gmail, so you can send me clips or whatever, or music, and I'll try to get it out there for you. I like it.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Damian Plague. I'm Jan with Vampire Lounge, and have a good night.